In the wild, brave contestants take on the challenge of survival, facing nature head-on. They hunt mighty creatures like black bears and moose, seeking out that juicy protein to keep their energy up. Can you imagine what it's like to compete with the amazing wildlife around them? But that's not all. Each contestant has their own special reason for fighting hard in this competition. There's Alan, who dreams of financial freedom, and then there's Lai, who wants to buy a shiny new helicopter for his village. What drives these adventurers to push so hard in the wild? Survival tactics are as varied as the contestants themselves. Some focus on the thrill of the hunt, while others are busy crafting cozy shelters or searching for tasty wild blueberries and fish. Which skills do you think are most important for their journey?
Von Contestant, Kadi, schien es in the Wild.
With his sharp hunting skills and experience, he shows that he's a force to be reckoned with. How do you think his confidence helps him in the competition?
But, oh dear.
The competition isn't just about hunting big animals. Contestants face unexpected challenges, like running into protected reindeer. How will they adapt their strategies when something like that pops up? Finding food is super important. After some tricky moments with other animals, Cody manages to catch a rooster. Can you imagine the joy of finally bringing home dinner? One clever contestant decided to grow her own vegetable garden. By nurturing organic produce, she adapts beautifully to her surroundings. Isn't it amazing how nature can provide when we think smart and stay resourceful? Meanwhile, Mickey gets creative with carpentry. He builds traps and shelters, showing how many skills can help in this adventure. His smart focus on hunting for protein gives him an edge. What else do you think he can build? As the contest unfolds, contestants discover that working together can make all the difference. By sharing their strengths and learning from each other, they navigate the wilderness challenges like a team of explorers. What secrets might they uncover together? Alan's decision to save a trapped mouse reveals a soft side in this fierce competition. His empathy towards even the tiniest creatures speaks volumes. What do you think that says about him as a person? Cody, with his innovative mind, crafts homemade bows and arrows. This clever skill aids him in hunting and finding sustenance. How important do you think it is to be resourceful in the wild? And faces her own set of challenges. With the pressure mounting due to her age and struggles to hunt, she shows us her strong determination. What do you think keeps her spirit alive through all of this? Lai has a dream of flying a fighter plane, which fuels his journey. His story reflects the intense struggles and motivations the contestants face. Isn't it fascinating how resilience keeps them pushing forward? Cody's unique approach to hunting and gathering food reveals just how crucial it is to adapt to changing circumstances. His ability to think on his feet might just be the key to victory. How would you adapt if you were in his shoes? White finds success with his fishing strategy. His careful planning pays off, showing how learning and adapting makes a big difference. What strategies do you think work best for survival? When a contestant decides to withdraw, it echoes a powerful message: health comes first. This reminds us that survival skills are not just about competition, but about staying safe in harsh conditions. The tension rises when contestants face the ethical dilemma of hunting a mother bear with her cub. This tough choice highlights the clash between survival instincts and the compassion we can feel for nature. What would you do in a situation like that? For the remaining contestants, reliance on traps and diverse food sources becomes their lifeline. Their adaptability is key to thriving in this tough environment. What clever tricks can you think of to survive? Mickey realizes that his temporary shelter isn't enough to keep him safe. This pushes him to think about building a stronger hiding place. How challenging do you think it is to find a safe haven in the wilderness? With his creative mind, Mickey designs a clever mechanism for catching small animals, like wild gerries. He proves that sometimes, imagination is just as important as strength. What would you invent for survival? As conditions grow harsher, Cody finds himself contemplating life-threatening decisions. After weighing his choices, he ultimately decides to step back from the competition. What do you think this moment reveals about the challenges they all face? T's journey reminds everyone that luck plays a part in the hunt. He retrieves arrows and captures wild chickens for food, a delightful surprise that showcases the unpredictable nature of survival. Isn't it exciting when luck is on your side? White shows off his ingenuity by crafting fishing nets and catching big fish. His skills stand as a testament to how contestants can adapt to their surroundings. What would you do if faced with such challenges? Melani's tough time with food scarcity inspires her to get creative in the kitchen. Her resourceful cooking methods spotlight the difficulties of surviving on limited supplies. How do you think she keeps her spirits up during this challenge? Alan faces a moment of compassion when he tries to rescue a mallard duck. His actions show his respect for wildlife and the challenges they face in such a competitive environment. How can we show kindness to animals in our own lives? The contestant struggles to find food paint a vivid picture of the tough realities of survival in the wild. As winter creeps closer, dwindling fish supplies make their journey even more complex.
Can you feel the tension building?
White's injury reminds us of the physical risks that come with the competition. Taking care of wounds and practicing hygiene are vital for staying healthy in the wild. What do you think is the most important thing to remember when you're out there? Finding food like fish and berries is essential for each contestant. Their perseverance in catching fish and foraging shows just how important these efforts are for survival. How do you think their determination affects their journey? The weight of being isolated and hungry takes a toll on the contestants, influencing some of their choices to leave the competition behind. This reveals just how vital mental strength is when surviving in the wilderness. What would you do if you felt so alone? Despite the chilling cold and the threat of starvation, Melanie and Mickey keep their heads high. Their resilience showcases the unyielding spirit humans have when their survival is put to the test. What motivates you to keep going in tough times? Alan faces a very tough moment when he catches a fish but sees parasites in it. Should he risk eating it? This decision highlights the dangers and desperation that come with survival. What would you choose? Mickey finds himself in a pinch, struggling with hunger and relying on whatever he can find, even small animals. His clever traps become a beacon of hope. Isn't it interesting how creativity can lead to survival? Meanwhile, White appears to have the luck of the draw. While others face challenges, he consistently finds food. His clever strategy and good fortune make him a strong contender for the championship. What do you think will happen next?